Yo, what's going on? Anybody who's tuning in, I appreciate the like, subscribe, comment, anything like that. But I just wanted to hop on real quick. It's not going to be me doing anything. It's just going to be me giving an update on the property that I have the agreement on here. So I don't know if I ever even explained what my exit strategy was really going to be. It is going to be an assignment, possibly a double close if we can get some cash buyer to bite on a high price. If there's a big enough margin, we're looking like we're going to take down a sizable assignment fee, we may double close just to kind of disclose that. I don't think that we'd have any issue with the buyers though, because what I'm doing is JVing or joint venturing or partnering with somebody who I've been working with in my virtual market. So he already has established relationships with realtors, buyers, hedge funds out there. So he's doing more of a personal, direct to buyer marketing for the deal in terms of the disposition. Whereas I'm going to be taking a more of a blanket approach and blasting it out to Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and our email list. So I have an email list of about 1,000 deep. And what I'm using MailChimp, and you can use this for free, MailChimp for free. The free version caps you at 2,000 contacts or 2,000 emails and or 10,000 emails. So with the free version of MailChimp, you could technically max out the 2,000 contacts and send each of those contacts 5 emails per month. So, we're not anywhere close to that right now. So I'm using the free version of MailChimp, and what they offer through MailChimp as well is the ability to build out a landing page. So what I do with that is kind of constructed it's pretty much as like a PDF, but it's just through MailChimp, and it makes the design of it really simple and easy to navigate. But the purpose of it, really, the landing page on MailChimp that they offer is to like generate leads. So they'll offer you a bunch of templates like to capture emails or submission forms, stuff like that. But what you can do is just pull up any template, just delete everything that they already have there, and then you can kind of just make it into a flyer is pretty much what it is. I wish I could show you, but essentially all it is a picture of the front of the house over the top, and I'll just read it off to you here, the details that I have listed. So, this is just going to be included in any email that I send out to my list, any, Facebook posts that I make, anything like that. But what it says is the street name, city, state, zip. It does not have the house numbers. And I do that intentionally so that when I blast it out to God knows who, they don't see this and then skip trace the property and then contact the owner. We didn't go to the extent of like filing a memorandum on this property or anything like that. So I want to be able to talk to the people before I give them the address. I want to make sure they're legit and they are, in fact, the end buyer. So I have that, and then I have the subdivision that it's in. So it'll allow them to run their comps, because the subdivision is limited to like a mile radius. So even it may not be right around the block, but they'll still be able to run their comps based off the information that I provide. I have a link here. Click here for additional pictures, and it's a hyperlink that will redirect them. It'll open up a new tab, and it's the Google Drive folder where all of our pictures are. I don't even know if I mentioned, but we had gotten the pictures taken last night, and properties in to be honest, it's in better shape than I thought, but it is in really, really, really bad condition. It's going to be a full gut remodel. They're going to need a new roof, foundation repair. It looks like there may be some mold in there. I'm hoping that the bill doesn't get run up too significantly because they're just ripping everything out anyways. So, tarps on the ceilings to prevent leakage from the roof where there's holes. It just needs everything, right? But the bones look good, sturdy. It looks like they'll be able to get in there and just bring it down to the studs and remodel it. And then below that, I have on the flyer property details, the number of beds, baths, square footage, the year built, the lot size, and then I have attached garage just as a little kicker. Usually in my prior deals that ended up falling through, I would use this little area as an opportunity to kind of brag about the property, like new roof just installed, or AC replaced last year. But there's nothing to really brag about on this property. So I just said attached garage because some of the properties in the area only have carports. And specifically on this property, it was a carport, but they converted it to a garage and filled it in, which was permitted that I got confirmed. So attached garage. And then below that, I have estimated ARV 170 to 173, accepting highest and best offer by Sunday at midnight, 4,000 non-refundable earnest money required. And that's so that the buyer has something to lose essentially, and they can't just put in their bid for the property without coughing up the 4,000 non-refundable. That way, if they ever do back out, they're giving up their 4,000 earnest money. So yeah, we made it 4,000 even, so that if it does end up happening, me and the JV partner can just split it down the middle at 2 apiece. Buyer pays all closing costs. I wanted to make sure to input that there because when assigning the contract, the end buyer is excuse me, the end buyer is assuming your position in the original purchase and sale agreement. So in the original agreement that I have with the seller, it indicates that I, the purchaser or the buyer, will handle all of the costs and fees associated with it. So now when I go to market it to the end buyer, who I'm going to assign the interests of this agreement to them, now they will be held liable and pretty much have to adhere to all of the contingencies and stuff that I promised the seller. So now they have to, they have to deliver on those promises. And then I say cash or hard money buyers only, please. And then in parentheses, I say no wholesalers and realtors, add your 3%. So right there, I'm saying pretty much I only want the end buyers. If you're a wholesaler that's going to reach out to me, because this will happen, don't reach out to me and try to say, hey, I have the perfect buyer. Okay, well, let me talk to them. I don't want to daisy chain it is what it's called, is assign it to you thinking that you're the end buyer, but really you're going to assign it to somebody else and take another assignment fee on top of that. It just, more people involved is the more difficult it becomes. And, people start to get on different pages about everything. And then you also just lose an incredible amount of credibility. If I'm marketing it and I blast it to a bunch of Facebook groups, there's only so many Facebook groups with investors in my market. And then if the buyer sees somebody else blast that same deal out at a different price, a higher price, it's like, what's going on here? Do you really have this under contract, or are you daisy chaining it, right? And then you just lose all credibility. So as a way, even though me and my JV partner, we have an established relationship with the paperwork to prove it, we still coordinated and said, hey, I'm going to post it to these Facebook groups. If you're a part of any other Facebook groups that I'm not a part of, let's figure that out so that we're not duplicating it, right? And posting right after one after another. Even though we'd be advertising it at the same price, we just want to make sure that it's as clean as possible and we don't lose credibility for no good reason. And then below that, I indicate complete address and comps available upon request. So like I was saying before, I don't include the property number, like the property address, the numbers. So I want to, again, have that conversation with the buyer before I give them that. So if they reach out to me, I'll try to vet them out a little bit, determine if they are, in fact, a real cash buyer. And if they seem legit, then I'll give them the property address. And if they want to, look at the comps that we use to determine that ARV, I'll be more than willing to give that to them as well. And then I just say, call, text Derek at my phone number to inquire. And then that's that. And now what I'll be doing is taking that kind of it's a landing page. So it just has a specific URL, and I'll be sending that out into an email. I'll be posting that to Facebook groups, Marketplace, again, just to reiterate, as well as Craigslist. And yeah, that's what's going on. And so far, my JV partner, who has those established relationships, has 3 offers already, all of them at $73,000, which is a $15,000 assignment fee on top of our $58,000 purchase price. So it's looking pretty good already. And now I'm just going to try to get it out and expose it to as many people as possible over the weekend before that Sunday at midnight that I was talking about. And see if anybody's willing to go above and beyond that 73, but it's looking solid so far. So I just wanted to hop on here, give you a little update. before I, start to blast it off, because my phone's going to be going crazy, I'm sure. And if I'm able to, over the weekend, if I'm sitting in front of my computer, I definitely will hop on live again and kind of just give everybody an update, let them know the progression of the disposition of this one. So wish me luck. If you have any questions or comments on it, I'd love to address them. If I'm able to, leave them here. Again, I appreciate your support. If you're wanting to like, comment, and subscribe, go ahead. I won't hold anything against you if you don't. The support would be much appreciated, though. So, till next one. Peace.